Ladies, gentlemen, et al., this is Odeco, and welcome back to Blueprints. So we are continuing our quest to get to the underground. I think we are pretty close to having a lot of the pieces put together. We just kind of need to make it happen in one run here. Get our allowance. Our package here. Sleepy Mask coupon book and 2 keys. From our going to the mail room yesterday. It's a nice start to the day. Let's go let's do 2 things out here. So let us first build our extra room, and then I'm going to look around and see if there's any clues on the... This could be pretty chaotic. If I pick the schoolhouse, there will be both classrooms and courtyards everywhere, which kind of sounds fun, so I'm going to do it. Not very responsible, but I've not built the classroom at all, and I don't know what's in it. Herbie. That's our character's brother. That's right. Within a timely manner. That's got to be a pun. Okay, so I double-checked the sheet music that we have tracked down. And the clue that the sheet music gave us was find among the white trees under 2 stones. So we have not done that puzzle at all yet. So I'm interested in what that can mean. That looks like white trees over there. Maybe the orchard. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. At first I thought that meant the trees were under the stones, so I was thinking like maybe there's carving of white trees somewhere. But now I'm thinking that under 2 stones is telling us where to look among the white trees. Under 2 stones. I bet we need a shovel. All right, that's definitely the spot. So we will be back with a shovel for sure. Yeah, glad I made sure I paid attention to that, because that was a cool puzzle, and then it didn't immediately click what it was talking about, but yeah. We are in a good place to get a shovel, given that we have 89 courtyards in the pool, and they tend to spawn shovels. Start with some gems. Gonna need some gems so we can build some courtyards. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are on the only box with a true statement. Oh my gosh. The only box with a true statement. The only box with a false statement. So if this is true... If this is true and this is true, this could be the false one. And that would be fine. Because that said one of the other boxes is true. Yeah, this is the true one. So this could be the false one. So that is a possible configuration. I also think maybe this is I'm not 100% sure this is accurate. I think if you find a configuration that works, that has to be true. Because like it's not going to come down to a 50-50. So if you find a configuration that makes logical sense, then that's going to be the correct one. Every other configuration is necessarily not going to make sense, because otherwise you would get down to having there be multiple configurations that work. So I think we can assume that if this are in the only box with a false statement, this could be the box with the false statement, because it would be false and the gems are in it. This would be the box. Yeah, I think they have to be in here. I'm needing to come up with new tools for how to think about this game as it continues to get harder and harder. I do want to know what the classroom is all about. You may draw... When drafting in a classroom, you may draw new floor... Okay, so every time we build a classroom, we get more rerolls for future classrooms. It does cost a gem, but I'm curious. I've never built it before. Can you find the difference? So this is another clue on the puzzle. Fill in each object below with its correct color. $11 out of 12. So the flags are wrong. Presumably. $9 out of 12, B minus. The lizard is wrong. He did different flag colors. You do the same for the yellow. I don't know. Do I need to... I know it's silly to say, do I need to pay attention to the flag colors? I'm sure I do. I just don't... I don't know where that information is going to be relevant yet. Oh, cupcake. Two out of 2. Favorite color is red, Caleb. This is Red Prince alert. So we know none of these flags are red. Because he got 2 out of 2 for the wagon and the... Yeah, so we know none of those are red flags. Each color is only used twice. 10 out of 12. So we know none of them are blue, because the blueprints and the water is blue. So this one has to be one of the wrong ones. This one has to be orange. Okay, so I'm just going to note it down. Obviously, we need to know this. This is clearly a puzzle. Mountain Peak. I have the name of what country that is. So Arch Aries is got to be orange. Because it's not blue. Let me make sure I'm working this out right. He got 10 out of 12, correct. Each color's only used twice. Well, okay. So let's write it down. None are red. None are blue. One's green, because there's broccoli. One is yellow. And one's purple. No, wait, no, because we think the lizard should be green. So we don't think one is green. So none are green. One is yellow, one is orange. And one is purple. So, and these are for Iraja, Corarica. Why can't I pronounce it? Corarica, and Archeries. So this is one of the incorrect ones. Is the lizard? The lizard should be green. So if the lizard should be green, that's wrong. And then the flag is the other wrong one. And therefore the flag should be yellow. So I believe it should be, if I'm correct, I'll double check on the other ones. I believe mountains, which is, I'll pull it up again. The Arch Aries should be yellow. Iraja, I think, is correct in being purple. And then Corarica is correct in being orange. Okay, I have that down. Can check our work on some of these others, see if that makes sense. 9 out of 12. This one should be yellow, so that's correct. This one should be orange, so that's correct. This one should be purple, so that's wrong. This should be blue, so that's wrong. This should be green, so that's wrong. So that our thing works out. Our idea works out. Yellow, correct. Purple, incorrect. Orange, incorrect. All the others are correct colors. Yeah, I think we got it right. Okay. So we get some redraws here if we want. Let's do the library and request a new clue. Very excited about that one. Don't really need that today. Commissary's not bad. We could get the shovel, hopefully. Attic seems it's good, but it seems like a bit of a wasted gems currently. I mean, 8 items is quite good. Commissary has a door. I want to do the high roll. I'm tempted. Let's do commissary. And it does have the shovel. I think was for the best. Gonna get that. Because we got the. Oh, this is everything's half price. That's right. It's the Maid's Day sale. Everything's half price. That's had that written down since like day 2 that I need to come back to the commissary, and then I did it by accident. Let us go back to the orchard. We got the shovel. See what's happening out there. You dug up a secret floor plan. Conservatory. Adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. That's a cool one. I wonder if that's permanent. I'm assuming it's not permanent. I'm probably just for the rest of the day, but very interested in that. The other thing I'm wondering, if we build more classrooms, I wonder if there will be more pieces to that puzzle, that color puzzle. Spare green one. Not having great luck today. This isn't too bad. Pretty good place for an observatory, honestly. What do we get today? Oh, this is the dead end room 1. I could have just skipped it entirely if I didn't want it. It's not, I don't think it's horrible, honestly, because I've added so many rooms to the pool that are not dead end rooms, so it maybe it balances out. I don't know. Maybe I'm coping. I should definitely focus on getting more doors as often as I can. Because it's gonna be tough. Oh, I didn't even mean to do this one. Bedroom seems good. Can get vault again pretty quickly. 40 coins is obviously nothing to sneeze at, but without any of the, I don't know if 3 gems is a lot for 40 coins. We don't really need access to this room. We already have access to it, so that's not really why I'm doing this. I just don't want to spend 3 gems for 40 coins when we don't have any of the keys. I am loving the courtyards. They're just always good. Metal detector, very nice. I just need the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer and shovel are such fun items, I think. I think I like them because I definitely find it frustrating when you're shown something to interact with that you don't have the tool for it. And so if you don't have the sledgehammer and the shovel, you constantly see those spots and it's kind of frustrating. But then if you do have them, then it feels great. This is a phenomenal passageway. Obviously, we're got to be somewhat careful with seems like a good, oh, shame. I mean, it's a lot of steps to lose. I can't build that. I don't want to freeze my gems, then I won't be able to do anything. I know I could build the furnace to unfreeze it, but I am gonna lose a bunch, fortunately. I like never build this room because it sucks. I'm definitely relying on the relying on a lot of the turnips that I can dig up. Okay, I have 2 upward facing doors. Oh, come on. Totally out of gems. I have to do coat check, which I don't really want. Is there anything in here? I thought I was clever putting the broken lever in here, but it's like too easy to access the other 2 levers. So I've never actually needed it. We gotta do. Oh my gosh, we ran out of gems. That was a bad day. That was a rough one. Unfortunate. All right. That was a bit of a shame. We're going to call that a day and we're going to do another run. Did get the new room. I am finally done with way too many courtyards, which was kind of getting overwhelming. Let's jump into another run here. Again, do want the speedrun strats a little bit. I want the tomb. I want to see what's going on in the tomb. I want to build that new room. Let me adjust the rarity and also see if there's any lore in there. No tomb. But I'm always appreciative of the hovel. I think the hovel's truly probably the best one. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty easy to get steps. Especially when you start with 70, and it's so devastating, as is exemplified by that last round. So devastating to run out of steps, or to run out of gems. So even though it means gems are completely worthless, but even that's not bad because it can mean that you can focus on other rooms. Like, I don't need to build the parlor, because what would I do with the gems? So I'll build the pantry instead. It's a pretty good drawing room. I think anytime you have a drawing room where you can make good use of both doors, it's a good one. My old friend, the courtyard. He will not be flooding my pools this time. Ooh, okay, we finally get to use the hallway closet. Oh, that's a pretty good selection. Sledgehammer and shovel and new reroll. Very happy with that. It's a good chapel as well. Let's do the chapel. We're not going to go in quite yet, I don't believe. Let's do this one. for reroll if we need it. I mean, that's just a good den. Even though we don't need the gem. Is there a... No chest in there. Often there is. Let's go back and do these. Spare green room's not bad. I've been enjoying Breakfast Nook. Key plus a bunch of extra steps. That's especially nice today. So now is it going to be 12? Does it? It was. I noticed it was 11 yesterday. Okay, no. Must have been because I had the salt shaker. I was like, maybe it increases each time you have it, but. Morning room. I think this is a great spot for a courtyard. When I have a shovel. Oh, and the metal detector too. I'm being spoiled. Feeling better about today. Don't have all the dead ends, which was pretty stifling, I think. If I can just get a good source of steps, which turnip is very helpful there. If I could just get a good source of steps, I think I'm going to be really pleased today. I mean, that's kind of what I was asking for. That's not bad. Bacon and eggs. Sandwich. If I get the showroom, then that'll be extra, but I think it's worth it. I think we're gonna want them, so why not? I might want those coins later, but they're steps, so it's worthwhile to have them without having to retrace my steps. Should we go back and do... Let's do this. This is a pretty good nursery. Is there anything in here? There is indeed. Very nice. I don't hate guest bedroom. I'm probably going a little overboard with steps. But corridor just gets me to somewhere where I can already get to. So it's actually it'll be nice to get it out of the pool as well. Oh, and that is quite good. Quite good. So far, I have not wasted a single door. I don't think there's any benefit to that, but I've not had a single door that leads to an inaccessible wall. Kind of funny. Oh, and trend's about to end, I believe. I mean, I could do storeroom. Storeroom's probably more valuable than any of these. It's slightly risky, but honestly, the only place I could access with a non-dead end would be this square, which I already have access to again. So, yeah, I think this is a good spot for a storeroom. I think this layout's been pretty strong so far. Let's do the den first. So, yeah. I think that's an excellent laboratory spot. Where's the... There we go. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. For each bedroom you draft after your second, gain a star. If you draft a shop room. We've already drafted 2 bedrooms. And we have the thing that makes us want to draft more. Star is a permanent buff, but like I don't really know why you want to continually get more and more. Spread dirt on the driveway is interesting. Just more dig spots, and we have the shovel for it. One key, 1 gem, 1 die is good. It's not amazing to get 2/3 chance of a useful consumable, but we'll probably have enough keys. So really the die is the one you're hoping for, and that's only 1/3 chance. I'm going to do this one because bedrooms I think are going to be more common than shops. And we've already done 2. I think I'm going to do star. Let's see. Let's try and rack up some stars. I'm curious. Can I think I need to build a security room before I can log in. Don't want that for sure. Don't want that. Library, we could get the new clue. Not my favorite doors, but I think it's worth it. A New Clue by Marion Marigold. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you were looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched for miles. Corner cases, parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. We definitely want the magnifying glass. That certainly has... I can see age 26 there. That's certainly info we want. Dead cases, lavatory, closets, so dead ends. Oh, I really want to get the magnifying glass and come back here. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He'd searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular... I want the tombs. Give me the tomb back. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Is this me? Is that supposed to be me? My nerd glasses. To Tanner Fork. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Sorry. So tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he had, that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Tender Cipher, Lunar Renamed, Uncle Aw, Draft the Sixes. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Draft the sixes. Mary, Mary, Gates, Gates, right, right. Lore, word, your name. Draft the sixes. shifted extras, the fixed stars, draft the sixes, the fixed stars. So draft the. So they're anagrams. The fixed stars is means draft the sixes. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. So Mary is Mary. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. If his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. If his directory. A man obsessed and cuckoo too. They would say, as he would wander through, the best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Definitely want the magnifying glass. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted the search? Have you seen all the signs? Seen all the signs. Dead end, major key. That's definitely written there is what you need to do based on the colors. It says blue, page Z, word X, I think. May, Jor. Jor equals name. The suspect is minor. The suspect is minor. The suspect is major. The suspect is a key. Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you found it? Could it be really true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Oh my gosh. My kingdom for well, actually, my kingdom for a magnifying glass right now. All right, I'm pretty desperate to find a magnifying glass. If we could get the commissary, I think that would be. Oh, another bookshop. I do want the bookshop. I'll be able to. I want to buy the uncensored. That's the other one that we have a good clue for. It's the uncensored history of Arindia. The Curse of the Black Bridge. I'm gonna have to sit and like think about the anagram thing, but I'm. Boudoir with 2 dice is pretty good. I don't love the doors for any of these. I'm going to do a reroll to not seal my Symphin quite so much. I guess Gymnasium. I have plenty of steps, so I'm not super worried about it. Try and be efficient. Morning room. Billiard room. I think the billiard room's the better one here. So I'm running low on keys. This one seems to reward with keys consistently. 10. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared divided by 8, so 2. 25 times 2, so divided by 10, so 5. Nice. Power source is not bad. I did want the commissary, see if I could get a magnifying glass. I still want that, but I'm going to do boiler room here. None of these are ideal. Bedroom, I get an extra star for drafting it. Let's see if I can build something here. It's useful. It's a good dining room. These are all pretty bad. Walk-in closet is okay in a vacuum, but that's a really bad spot for it. I do have 2 doors facing this segment, so it's not the end of the world. I think we're gonna do walk-in closet. Magnifying glass, magnifying glass. Didn't get it. There we go. All right. 4-way here would be. Oh, but no, we do want the pool. We very much want the pool. Very nice. Happy we got the pool. Now we need the pump. And we have not a ton of doors. We will get more steps if we just go up a rank, so not too worried about steps because we have the dining room. So let's go build from the gymnasium. I can't keep dodging the commissary. I need it. I need it bad. I'm gonna keep dodging the commissary. I need the steps as well, or the doors. I definitely think that's worth it. Next time I see the commissary, I'm buying it, unless it's the same slate as the pump room. That would be I think the only reason why I wouldn't. And I have plenty of keys. I want the security room, but... No, wait, I have the key card, don't I? Yeah, I have the key card. No, we're doing commissary. Magnifying glass? No. Bit of a shame. Do I really need any of these? I don't need more keys. I think gems is not a bad choice to buy. Come on, magnifying glass, come on. This is an alright sauna spot, I think. I don't need the keys from the garage. I don't really need the money from the office. It doesn't waste any steps, and in fact gives me a bunch of steps tomorrow. Maybe I'll regret not getting the garage keys. I think that's a good morning room. Boudoir. It's not pointed the ideal direction, but corridor's probably better. I mean, the rerolls are very nice. I do appreciate the rerolls. I only have upward facing and this one. I think the rerolls are probably better than the door. Oh, and I forgot about the star in the steps. It's pretty good. Ooh, these are all bad. Locker room is a good room, but not in this case. Let's do security here. And boost the security. Doesn't really matter, offline mode. I guess just doing out of habit. So we have the key card. Only have 2 more doors, but we have plenty of rerolls. Plenty of keys. Pump room. Yes, excellent. We already have the boiler room, and it's not connected to the pump room, which is unfortunate. So reservoir from pipe 2. That takes water out of the reservoir. Oh, wait, we want to do the fountain first, actually. Let's pump that back in the reservoir. Most important is fountain. So this is pipe 1. The kitchen is pipe 4, so we can take some water out of here, put it in the kitchen. The aquarium is pipe 3, so we can Put water back in the aquarium to empty out these tanks. This is the one I need the power source for. Fortunately, don't have it. I can go try and turn on the power room, but I think it's unlikely. Let's see. Fountain. Taking more out. And then if we put it like this, take even more out. And then if we put it in the aquarium, taken out. Pool is pipe 6. So that's this one. Wait. Cool. So the fountain has been totally drained. We don't have access to this tank because this is what you need the power for. And we don't have power. Should I... I think I'm going to try and go out. What would it be? Security, passageway. Yeah. Let's go see what we've unlocked. Didn't even pick this up. It's the coin I tossed in earlier. Funny. Oh, so you need the basement door to get in this way too. Got it. Now the good news is we know that this is permanently unlocked. Quote unquote permanently. I mean, we could refill it, but the pump stuff stays between sessions. So we don't need to get the basement door this round to make use of that, which is good to know. Laboratory. This was so intriguing. The fact there's no magnifying glass is heartbreaking. Really want to try and find it. Let's go this way. I don't know if I can turn any of this stuff on. Didn't try draining this. I was curious about that. I didn't try it. If I have the space or the time for it, I'll give it a shot. I don't really have any shot of getting to the antechamber today, I don't think. Rompus room, I could get another one of the clues. I'll do that. Means it's the end of the line here, but I think I've kind of done what I needed to do, and now I just have a now I have a goal. I need to get the basement key again.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open.
Definitely noticed that opening.
Item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Spooky.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Spooky camera angle of somebody like crouched behind the TV or whatever. Don't know what to do with that info, but intriguing. Yeah, if I have the steps for it, which I have running shoes, hopefully it should be okay. Oh, I can go to the dining room. I can get food, so I'll definitely have the steps for it. Didn't get my dig spots here. Have dinner. So let's go back to the pump room and see what we can do there. There's no, yeah, there's just not enough space. All these tanks are full, and all of this stuff is full. So we were able to drain the fountain without turning on the power here, but there's no way to do anything else. Reserve tank. The reserve tank can only hold 5 more units. So maybe the reservoir you don't need to drain all the way, you just need to drain the 5 units. The one thing I was thinking is the greenhouse, maybe, because it like sprays the water on the ground. Maybe you can just dump water out of it that way, but I doubt it. Yeah, it's not how that works. I could drain the pool and then check it out and then come back here. But I'm nervous about not being able to have the fountain drained because it was so difficult to get here. I should be able to do that. Let's be thorough. Try and drain the pool. I need to, let's see. So it's several units. It's pretty easy actually to drain the fountain, so we'll empty this. Put the water back in the fountain, have these tanks be empty. We can take the water out of the pool. I don't know if I'm able to. It does look like it's only hooked up to that one tank. So I don't know if there's a way to drain any more water out of the pool. Maybe you need the reserve tank to drain more water out of the pool. I don't actually get how the reserve tank works because it doesn't seem to be connected to anything, but all right, let's go back. Let's see what happened now that we drained some of the water out of the pool. That seems to be as much as we could do currently. And then I will put the water back in the fountain or take the water out of the fountain and then call it a day. So that does answer. I was worried about whether I needed to do this stuff the same session as this seems to have not done much. Not very surprising. Maybe if you get it fully drained, there's something that opens up in that pillar. But yeah, one of the things I was worried about definitely was, do I need to get the pump room stuff the same day that I get the basement key? And that is obviously not the case, which is very nice. So I have set up the fountain for success. And then I just have to get the basement key and have enough steps to get out of the house. That's all I need now. So we will move that water. Take it out of the tank. Fountain, which is this one. And we can get these tanks filled up. Cool. All right. I think that, unfortunately, what a shame about the not being able to get a magnifying glass today. And it's just like the way the library works. I didn't buy anything from the bookshop, did I? I think I looked at the bookshop and I did not buy anything. Glad I thought about that. I don't have the coins to get the uncensored history of Arindia, unfortunately. But I'll get the drafting strategies. But cool. Let's call it a day there. Yeah. So I need unfortunately the only way to read a new clue is to check it out from the library. So I have to request it, and then on another day I have to draft the library while I have a magnifying glass. So that's just tough. It's a big ask. Impressive inn, 5 bedrooms. I think it's the first time I've gotten an impressive inn. Cool. But thanks for joining me. We'll call it there. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe, and we will keep going. I think we are. I thought that this was. I keep thinking like, okay, maybe this is the final step. And I'm not going to keep saying that over and over, but it does definitely feel like we are approaching, because we know where the lever is for the north door of the antechamber, which leads to room 46. So we know how to get to that lever. I think we've set up that puzzle so that as soon as we get to the basement key one more time, we can go to the fountain, and hopefully we can solve that puzzle pretty easily. So have some definitely, or I think we're getting close here. So yeah, appreciate it. Like I said, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and we will keep going next time. Thanks.